Up first, we are taking a look at the stories making the news this morning. Journalists Katie Nicola and Andy Jones join me. Really good to see you. Really good to see you. We should start with a very, very, very sad story. The first British female bomb disposal expert to be killed. Obviously, she was wounded earlier on and died of her wounds. And just, it's just terribly sad. And once again, brings home to you how dangerous this job is. Yeah, this is Captain Lisa Head, who's the second female killed in Afghanistan, but the first female bomb disposal expert. I think we've had, we had obviously the pictures last year of the wife of the female bomb disposal, the male bomb disposal expert, Olaf Schmidt, clapping as he went past in the hearse. She's an amazing lady. It demonstrates again the absolute horrible danger that these people are doing out there. That the next device that they deal with could be their last. So they've got the weight of expectation dealing with all their on each job that they do, and they have knowing that any false move they do could kill them or indeed the soldiers in their regiment. She's extraordinarily brave women, and the tributes that have been coming in are, as you would expect, absolutely phenomenal, and her family have been so dignified. I mean, they must be going through hell right now. Yeah, I mean, being the family back home, knowing that every phone call that you get may be somebody telling you bad news, any ring at the doorbell could be awful news, and then obviously having this awful news that she's been injured and then has unfortunately died of her injuries, it must be absolutely the worst kind of pain that you go through. I think we all, doing that job, I think, we all think we do hard jobs, we all think we have stressful days at work. Nothing can possibly compare to being a bomb disposal expert in that awful heat, that awful pressure, knowing that people are going to be trying to shoot you and, create traps, so you must be absolutely horrific. And the lives that she saved, she must have saved. You can't really quantify it, but she obviously has saved countless lives. There's another very, very sad story as well. An award-winning British war photographer has died. Tim Hetherington has actually died in Libya. He was we don't know the exact details yet, but obviously he was over there reporting on this, and he's died too, which is horrendous. Yeah, this is Tim Hetherington. He's a quite famous photojournalist. He's actually nominated for an Oscar for a film or a collection of images he made. Oh, he's brilliant. Yeah, he's fantastic. He's very kind of recognised and valued in the industry, and he's been hit by a mortar bomb out there, taking the pictures that have then been back to us. So all the images that we see on the telly and on shows like this, so they do come at a price. Now, this story in the Daily Mail, and Katie, I know you're interested in this one. TV stars shame hushed up forever. Now, this is somebody that we don't know. We don't know who they is, because that's the whole point of it. It's once again these super injunctions. But this one now is for life. Basically, nobody will ever know that this person has done whatever this person has done. Presumably cheated, we don't know. We don't know, we'll never know. And that's the kind of protection, if you like, that people like child killers get. Well, absolutely, and that's what the Mail points out. In fact, this is a story that's picked up in the other papers as well. I mean, I'm finding it quite hard to get my head around hyper-injunction, super-injunction. They're very, very legally complex terms, but what I can draw out of this is the simple fact that if you have enough money and you want to cheat on your wife, because all 13 that the Sun have picked up on, we believe, are male football players, celebrities, and I just think that's wrong. So if you've got a lot of dosh, you can basically it's a charter to do whatever you like now. It is. You can cheat on your wife, you can behave abominably, presumably you can take all sorts of substances that are illegal, but it's OK because you can go and pay and write a big fat cheque and you'll be fine. And I just don't think that's right. Outrageous. And I think it's outrageous too. No, it's not. I mean, the Sun's got a great piece today detailing this who's who of sleaze, of who might have done what, and it's got actors, Premier League footballers, soccer managers. In silhouette, we should add. Indeed. Not pictures of them, but actually in silhouette they have, But of course you can bet your bottom dollar that rumours and whispers will be sweeping the web with names and everything else, so that's one outlet that is harder to control, of course. Now, your area of expertise, I should say, royal wedding coming up. Kate's been out shopping? She has. Well, of course, we were speaking about the royal honeymoon, weren't we, earlier this week? And she's been spotted shopping for 2 days in a row on the King's Road, of course, that Sloane Rangers stomping ground that she's so famous for. Because she looks like she's by herself. Would there be protection officers nearby? There were. In fact, if you expanded that picture, you'll see there are 2 protection officers with her. One of the chap stands out because he's in a big, heavy coat, which is, obviously it was the hottest day of the year yesterday. And a female protection officer. But she was shopping for bikinis, caftans, her smalls as well. Excellent. No element of this woman's life is going to be left unturned. Poor last. Yeah, so it seems to indicate that a beach holiday, I think, could be in order. Tom Ford sunglasses at Peter Jones. Oh, right, OK. Well, everybody's going to be copying them, that's the thing. They will. Also, they're saying, though, that they've visited Diana's grave together. Is that right? That's right. We don't know exactly when this happened, but they have visited Althorp, Prince William and Catherine Middleton. Of course, Diana's buried on that island. It's very, very hard to get to. I think this is going to be a very happy
happy day for the nation and a happy day for William and Catherine, but very poignant because the one woman he would want is not there. Absolutely. And I think this was a visit that was very, very special, very private, and it's only just come out. But there was happier news as well.
Right.
There was a meeting between the Middletons and the Queen yesterday at Windsor
finally,
Castle.
finally the in-laws get together.
Finally.
Or to be a fly on the wall.
I mean, I would love to have been a fly on the wall in Windsor Castle. Very informal lunch, lasted for about an hour and a half, and the Queen was apparently delighted to meet Carol and Michael, and I think quite right that she met them before the big day. There's enough pressure on them as it is.
That would be very hard having.
But can you imagine going to see the Queen and what do you wear and what do you say and you've got to, oh gosh,
how low do you curtsy? Do you curtsy? I mean, did Carol Middleton curtsy? That's what I want to know.
Do you bring anything when you're at a dinner party? I guess you bring food, don't you? And you think, well, should I bring something?
I know. I would be really worried about that because I always bring something to. It's kind of what you do, isn't it?
Exactly.
But what do you bring the Queen? Because she's got everything, and it's her birthday today. So what presents?
Something for the corgis she would have appreciated.
Do you think so?
I think so.
Is that a good idea?
I don't think chocolate brownies in a Tupperware box would have cut it, would it? Let's be honest.
I think they probably would. I think it probably would. She likes a bit of Tupperware, does the Queen?
She does, absolutely.
So it is her birthday today, and there's a fantastic picture. It's not really the Queen, but this is maybe how she might be celebrating her birthday. There she is. Looks really like her, though, doesn't it?
It's an uncanny resemblance, almost better than Helen Mirren, I might say.
I know. This is Alison Jackson that does all those lookalikes, isn't it? That she does them so well. Now, there's another one in here, because there is another wedding going on.
Oh, there it is.
It's the biggest, fattest, gypsiest wedding.
Yes, my big, fat, royal gypsy wedding.
I don't actually think that Kate's going to wear a dress like that, funnily enough.
Let's hope she doesn't. Let's hope she doesn't. I think there'll be some volume, but nothing on that scale. But actually, this is done so well for Channel 4 that they're not only putting it out before the royal wedding, they're going to put it out on the night of the royal wedding as well. So you have an alternative wedding.
Right.
She could fit the corgis under the dress if she wore that, couldn't she?
She could fit the whole congregation under the dress.
Indeed.
It's the biggest thing that you ever did see, and apparently it's going to be even bigger than that in the real night.
Wonderful.
Crazy, absolutely crazy. Now, what about Cindy Crawford? We love Cindy Crawford. I was going to say,
talking of big things, Cindy Crawford has really waged in on this size zero war and come out and said that actually she feels like an outsider because she's not a size zero. She's a healthy 10 to 12. Yeah. She's a woman who's been around since the 80s. She's 45 years old. In fact, I met her a few months ago.
She's lovely.
I mean, she's absolutely stunning. But she's making the papers today by saying, I feel like an outsider because I'm not teeny weeny weeny.
Interesting, very interesting. Thank you. As a chap, do you like women that are a bit more voluptuous? Say yes.
I just like women that are like Cindy Crawford. No, I'll have whatever dates I can get, Lorraine. I'll lay it on the table.
Fantastic.
Not fussy.
Thank you both very, very much indeed. And as always, we want to know what you think about the story.